So hi, welcome to the next chapter. Today we will discuss central limit theorem in the data science and machine learning. It's having vast application also. So in this video we will come across the probability, continuous distribution, normal distribution, definition of central limit theorem, and Python existing module. So, what is the objective here? To find the average, mean, and huge data set in statistics and machine learning. The ultimate goal is to identify the characteristics of population we are having. We have coupled with so many data set, and it is hereby brought to your kind notice that if you are dealing with the data science, that you will have to find out the characteristics of the population. First and foremost, we must understand what the probability is. We have already encountered so many times some of these concepts. इम्पॉसिबल जो कोई भी केस है, अगर वो इम्पॉसिबल है तो उस पर कोई भी चांस नहीं होगा उसको गैस करने का, उसको चूज करने का, राइट? एंड out of 6 chances we are having one chance that it is most tend towards unlikely, and it is half probability, like tossing the coin, as we did in cricket match, before cricket match. तो टॉसिंग कॉइन को जब हम क्रिएट करते हैं तो हमारे पास में दो फंक्शन आते हैं, और एक तो हेड आता है या टेल आता है, राइट? सिमिलरली इट्स लाइक 4 in 5 chance, or it is having certain. Alright, so discrete distribution and contribute distribution is having different section, like it is having probability, binomial distribution, discrete data size, and probability, and it is having standard normal distribution as well. So it is having continuous data, and it is having discrete data as well. So, in the discrete data, a probability distribution that depicts the occurrence of discrete. But in the continuous data, we are in which the random variable x can take on any value. It is continuous. So, normal distribution or Gaussian distribution may have the mean value, maximum value, minimum value. So, it is represented by so many things and so many standard deviation. All right. So, the data set can have in the format of normal, uniform, binomial, or random. So often through it is used to mean the to find out the characteristics of parent data set, but we may have any distribution of the parent data set. But what does the central limit theorem do? If simple random samples of size n is selected from a distribution with mean mu and standard deviation mu, then irrespective of parent distribution, like the parent distribution might have uniform, binomial, or random, the greater the sample, the better is the approximation. In this condition, simple mean follows approximately normal distribution. So it will follow the approximation of normal distribution. So in this example, I have taken the data set and randomly selected the five numbers, let's say x1, to find out the mean. So 7 plus 11 plus 18 plus 54 plus 25 upon 5 is would be equal to 7.9. Similarly, x2 and x3 up to xn. So we can have the conversion part of this definition. Like the left hand side is called the parent data set, and the right hand side is called the mean distribution. It will always tend towards normal distribution. So the normal distribution will have the bar means average, and no matter what is the shape of the population of the parent data set. So this is the formula of central limit theorem. We will find out the standard deviation like sigma upon root n. So definition of central limit theorem can have like, once we will increase the data set, and then we will find out the it will more tend towards the normal distribution. We will increase the v value, and it will find the more value. So application one. So suppose we are having 10 teams out of a school, and we are supposed to select the 10, and we are going to find out the weights of total number of students. So they find the average of their heights, and then we will select the next data set, and again find out the average height of this 10 tens, and then select the 10 tens. So repeatedly we will perform the same task. We will find out the average of this data set. All right. So this is application 2. The case of water supply. You are the regional manager of at a grocery chain in charge of 350 stores in the region. And the next project you are going to take on is to optimize the weekly restocking of water. The central limit theorem tells that we are going to order how many water supply in that case. So Python existing module will have the following code, and we can run the following sentence as well, and we can run the following bar and so on. So thanks for God to provide the strength to make this PPT. Also to all of you for your patience.